Is it live? Live. Okay. So, hello everybody or nobody. Today is an interesting day. If Adolf Hitler was alive, it would be 129 years of age now. So, we all know what the mainstream narrative is all about when it comes to talking about this person, which was on Times. Let me pull it up. Times magazine. I don't know which one is real, but this one could be Rising of a Führer. So this man appeared, like many others, appeared on Time magazine. And the reason that he appears there is because of his, some can call it a miracle, an economical miracle that he implemented in Germany. But unfortunately, people will not address that point because it's not good to people know how it works, everything. So, of course, this man will be demonized, and his economics and his politics and his ideologies will be completely demonized. Yes, he was an Aryan advocate for Germany, since he realized that ethnicity was most proper for a German nation, but he wasn't a racist, because race is very different from ethnicity. Racism is a construct of man to divide, because there's only one race, the human race. There's ethnicities attached to it because of geographical influences, geographical influences, that people don't want to realize that, because we have a lot of magnetic, electric, and dielectric influence. Since science is not going further because of that, even medicine is not going further because of that lack of knowledge. But unfortunately, he will be addressed as a racist, which he wasn't. We can reach out, for example, SS World Wide Truths. Let's see if I can find. Oh, well, we can find them here. Nice. Let's see where we can find them. These are prisoners. But if you look it up, you're gonna find many ethnicities, and many nations joined the so-called Nazi forces. Unfortunately, here's one. Panzer Division. But we can look it up and find many things showing that people were choosing his ideology, because his ideology was working, and people were seeing the German people getting welfare, having their freedom. basically having a good life, while the rest of Europe and America was in the Great Depression. That's one of the main reasons of the war was economical. But this man did something that until today it's been unachievable, which was giving 6 million jobs in 3 years and a couple of months, almost 4 years, I think, giving that amount of jobs to people. And creating jobs, you are creating money. That's why he did what he did. He expanded his country with roads, factories. He invested in military because he understood that he got cooked on the Versailles Treaty. He, Germany was about to become a nobody because of the cuts that the Versailles made on Germany nation and destroyed their economy. That's why he tried to make things go around and expand his economy in other ways. And by doing that, he applied many controls in corporations, which is very important to control corporations. Corporations are the destructions of economies if they allow them. And by controlling the corporations, you are going to benefit the employer, the employee, and the employer because it's going to be more an equality state, not that higher hierarchy and lower hierarchies, because that doesn't work. You could be an awesome speech guy pretending to working as a boss of a company that creates stuff, makes products. You could have a nice speech, but if you don't produce a good product, you could not sell it with your words. You have to present something viable with your words. So the employer is not the top of the chain. In many times, it's all together. It's like a machine, different parts building the final product. He understood that. Today, companies are based on stockholders that want to their money at the end of the month, the end of the year, and they put employees that only think about money, and that's the problem. People are going to get explored and not well paid for his jobs. So by doing that, he raised his economy, and that's the things that we should be talking about, economical and educational. Like he also improved education on his country. And it's interesting to see a Italian high school teacher wished Adolf Hitler an happy birthday. More and more people slowly are realizing that if he did anything wrong, it was because of the Zionists. If any Jew died, it was because of the Zionists. The only guilty ones are the Zionists that used the first war and the second war to bring their illegitimate state, which Netanyahu lately addressed, is 70 years of democracy. Yeah, right. Where's the democracy? Where? Kicking native people out of their lands and building walls. That's democracy. And inciting wars around this country in the Middle East. Yeah, that's democracy. They want to be the biggest ones. They think they are smart, but unfortunately, all the technology that they have now, it's because of the Goyim. So They are only smart when it comes to being cheaters and swindles. There's their smartness. Not That's not intellect. It's being a smart ass. It's very different from intellectual. No wonder they need us. They really need us to rob us and to claim for their own our achievements in many races. Many races, no, many ethnicities. You see, this word is so impregnated on society that people don't realize the true problem. It's ideologies, it's not races, it's simply ideology. And if you want to find something, you can look this up. This is a very interesting description of how Hitler revived his economy that later on was completely destroyed, even the people, by the same guys that he was helping moving them for Palestine, because in reality he knew that those guys were swindlers' problems. He stated many times, he even predicted the future. So he basically was fighting what many people are trying to fight now, but using the wrong tools and sticking to labels and misconceptions of words. That's not being smart. Or either you are being completely controlled, which I believe is so, since this platform is full of trolls and wannabes. And interesting, they keep go spamming my comments. Losers, that's what I call. But moving to topic, this is what should be pointed out of this person, and he was very linked to nature, which is also very important. Nature is our teacher and our guide, since the source of nature is the same source of us. And once we get rid of that shadow, that mist that these guys are creating, our true potential will come out. That's what they don't want. Our true potential out, being at peace in our nations, with our families, and well, basically having a good life without this bullshit of rich and poor, which is stupid at the moment. We are more than this of being, I have money, I'm more than you. Yeah, I have a good heart. I'm more than everybody that has money. So the priorities must change in order to change the world. But that's just me. I don't see my subscribers wanting to do that. That's their problem, not mine. They're gonna face it once. One day soon, they're gonna face their misdeeds in the world. Remember, you are going back to that energy there where you came from. Remember that. Unless you inbreed. If you inbreed, you continue the link. So let's say happy birthday to Adolf Hitler. At least he tried to make something good. Today, people are trying to make more confusion. and more separation and more division. He wasn't on that boat. You shouldn't also. This is more a boat for all. So we can all be in our proper places, having a life. Peace.